All right, Brandon. Let's see. So what was the name of the opera that we watched?
Miss Butterfly.
Not Miss.
Madam Butterfly.
Yeah. And what was it about?
It was about a girl who got married to a guy who then went off to sea back to the United States, got remarried, and then came back and took her son.
Yeah. And what was he doing in her, where was her country and what was he doing there?
It was somewhere in Asia.
Japan.
Japan.
Mm-hmm. Correct. And what was the guy from the U.S. doing there?
Buying a house.
Besides that, why was he there from the U.S.? Japan, what was the time setting?
War.
Yeah, World War II war. And what was his occupation?
He was in the Navy, I think.
Yes, that's right. He was in the Navy. His military Navy. That's right. And, okay, so what was the music like?
It was more Eastern music.
Okay. Who was your favorite character or favorite singer?
I liked Madam Butterfly because she could hit some high notes.
Yeah. Okay. So you liked her because she could hit the high notes?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you describe the set and the costumes?
Instead of Western, it was Eastern culture, so there were a lot of robes.
A lot of robes. Do you know what the name is for those robes?
I used to, I forgot.
Kimono. Yeah, kimono. Yeah, there were a lot of kimonos. What about the set? You said he was there to buy a house. What about the set?
It was a lot of sliding doors.
Yeah, sliding doors, moving walls. What else?
The dude said it was built as strong as a fortress.
Yeah, but flimsy on the inside, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. What other sets were there? Or what other costumes, or what else was
They
there?
had dolls.
Dolls?
Yeah.
Is there another name? Were they really dolls?
Puppets.
Puppets. Yeah, they had puppets.
And puppeteers.
And puppeteers. Yeah, yeah. What'd you think of the puppets?
Kind of creepy.
Were they? So how many puppets did they have, and how did they use the puppets?
Had two.
Okay, so they had two character puppets, right?
Right.
What were the two character puppets?
One was the husband and the other one was the boy.
One was the boy, and one was
The husband.
the husband, or Madam?
I mean the wife.
Yeah, Madam Butterfly, right, in the dream.
Yeah.
And you might have not realized they were puppets, but do you remember the birds on the stick?
Yeah, those were puppets.
Yeah, yeah. Was there anything else? I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, I really liked those birds. I thought they were pretty. But let's see, what else? So, thinking about this opera, and we kind of discussed yesterday, we had seen another opera that was very similar, had the same story. Do you remember?
Miss Saigon.
Miss Saigon, yeah. So it was the same story, but it was set in a different setting. You said you liked Miss Saigon better than Madame Butterfly. Why was that?
I think they're about equal.
About equal? Yesterday you said you liked the music better, I think, in Miss Saigon.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
There's just more of it.
There was more of it? You think it was longer than Madame Butterfly?
Yeah.
Or did it seem longer because it was live when we were there in person? What do you think?
Probably seemed longer.
Probably seemed longer. Yeah, I'm not really sure on the timing either, but probably because of intermission and stuff, it might have seemed longer. What do you think? Did you like seeing something live better than watching it on TV, or did it make any difference to you?
It didn't make any difference.
No difference? Okay. So reimagine the opera, kind of like the person who did Miss Saigon based on Madame Butterfly did. And kind of like you did with our last opera, you reimagined it as a beach setting. So reimagine this story. How would you, as a director, or what would you do differently if you were the director of this story? Or would you do anything differently?
I wouldn't do anything different.
How come?
Because it's more of an Asian culture setting, and to take it out of that would just to be changing the entire thing.
Okay, so because Miss Saigon and Madame Butterfly were both in Asian setting during wars that were in that time period, you think it was important culturally to the story? What specific cultural event or thing might have to be differently if you were to change it to a different culture?
You would have to set it in another war.
Set it in another war? Mm-hmm. Is that possible?
Yes, but it wouldn't be easy.
Wouldn't be easy? Okay. I was thinking about, the Asian culture and saving face, honor, and in both of those stories, the knife playing such a significant role with the suicide and the death. Do you think an American war, if it were reversed, do you think it would have the same significance?
No.
How come?
In an American war, it would be no suicide.
Why?
Because Americans aren't like that culturally.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And we hadn't talked about this before, but I think you're absolutely right. That culturally, Asian culture has a different view of suicide in order to save face or honor than American culture. So yeah, I think you're right. Okay, so you wouldn't change anything. Well, that's very interesting. Anything else you want to tell Mr. Brindler about your likes or dislikes or anything about the opera?
No.
No? Okay. Would you want to see this opera again?
Not really.
Not really? What if it were Miss Saigon? Would you want to see Miss Saigon again? What if it were told in another way? Would you want to see a different version of it? Not really? Just not your favorite? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.